Good morning, Scott. What can you tell us about Vlad Namestnikov? Any change in his status?
Yeah, no, not much. He tried this morning, didn't go so well, so he won't be a player tomorrow.
Okay. Would you still list him as day-to-day at this
Yeah.
point, or-
Yeah. He's going to keep trying to see how it goes every day.
And Haydn Fleury, obviously change in his sweater color today.
Yeah.
So how close might he be to potentially being?
Yeah, no, probably conditioning. Has to get some more of that. Just kind of stay on line there. Could be, maybe we'll see Thursday, maybe by the weekend, not sure yet. Just kind of, we'll follow up. That was his first day going full bore.
I know Colin Miller was skating on his own last week. Is that
Still going, yeah. Yeah, he's still going. He's getting closer too. He's getting closer to joining us. He has to get cleared. I think that's Thursday or Friday. He's got to go get cleared again to make sure everything's okay.
Blueline's getting a little crowded. That's a good
Not yet.
problem.
Not yet.
No, but
Not
even
yet.
with Haydn,
Yeah.
8 guys in
Yeah.
regular sweaters now.
Yeah, we haven't seen this all year, right? So right from day one of training camp, losing Stan and Billy, and it's been, we've had to go by committee there. We used a lot of guys. So like I mentioned before, our depth has really helped us.
Right. Competition's a good thing, I guess.
Yep.
Keep everyone sharp.
Yeah, well, it's, down the road here, you're always going to need them. We've had to use them a lot earlier, which is good because you hate to throw guys into games and situations second half of the year when it's, like I've mentioned often, it's fast-moving water. It's a tougher to pick up.
Sure, I'll ask one. Maybe this is a dumb question, Dave from the Sioux, it might be.
No, never.
Never. So you guys are going into third period games, you haven't lost yet this year. What's been yes, thank you, I'll knock on wood. What's been the biggest key, do you think, to having that rec right now?
Well, we don't ever look at it as a third period, and we push hard to get out in front in games, and then it's a style of play that we whether that's the second period, not allowing teams to get their game going. Third period, certainly it gets closer to the end, and you're really focusing in on how you have to play without the puck, and our group does a really good job. Most of the time when we get ahead, we were pretty resilient on how we play, and it's hard. This is a hard league, and when you get up, you got to try to stay up. You can't let teams get back in it, and that's been something that's been building the last couple of years, that we've kind of wanted to make third periods. We would like to start every game on time, but we want to make sure our thirds are real good, especially if we're up.
And last one, you got Vancouver coming in here now.
Yep.
They've lost 4 or 5-1 Toronto the other night. Just kind of your thoughts on the first time you're going to see them this year.
Yeah, the one thing about them is their road record, the second best road record in the league. So, they're playing well. I know they're on a long trip here and 1-1 in Toronto under sort of tough circumstances with the late arrival in Toronto, but still a real good hockey team over there, and some real good players that like any opponent. You have to be at your best, and you gotta, they're not nobody's gonna hand you things. You gotta go take it from them, and we need to build off those 2 games for us. That LA Colorado weekend, we got to continue. There was something that we put together as a group, how we played, and that has to move forward against Vancouver. And like I said, they're getting here. They've been rested here, so they're good on the road. So we got to be good.
Just expanding on that, Scott, I mean, we saw when the Canadian division happened a few years ago, obviously there was a lot of play within teams in this country, but you look at all 7 teams right now in Canada, everyone's either in a playoff spot or very close to a playoff spot. That's probably a good thing, right? Just for the pretty passionate country we are about hockey, but to see all 7 teams kind of in the hunt like they are?
Yeah, no, it's great. I think it is great for, great for Canada. Great to see all these teams. Everybody's improving. Everybody is, kind of had to go through some changes over the last few years, and everybody's it's happened on the fly, and teams have stayed competitive. And as much as everybody wants to use the word rebuild, nobody's really done that. It's kind of restocked the shelf and up and running again, and that's one thing Trump can't take from us, So we've got good Canadian teams.
Yeah. And just last one for me, but I know you probably chat with Mark Morrison all the time. Good to see things have gone well for the Moose here. The road trip, I think they went 4-0.
Yeah, great to see.
A lot of the young kids are contributing.
Yeah, and a little bit like they did last year. They got off to a slow start and got up and running, and lots of new faces down there. But yeah, it's great to see. And I hate to go. You don't want them to make it a long year and lose a lot of hockey games. So that was that's a good road trip for them, and build on. There's people down there that we're going to need to maybe count on here, and when they can learn all the good lessons down there, it's obviously positive for the organization.